Now let's check in with KRQE News 13 anchor Elizabeth Alvarez, who has the morning's news headlines. You guys are all matchy this morning.
We are matchy today.
We're
You
very
look
red
good.
today.
Thank
Just
you.
opposites. I've got the black skirt on.
It looks good.
Inversion.
There you go.
I feel left
Good
out.
morning, ladies. Happy Monday to you. Well, we begin talking about not so good news for kids and families here in New Mexico. The state is now at the very bottom of a list that ranks how well children are doing. New Mexico is now ranked 50th. That's the latest in the Kids Count data book by the Annie E. Casey Foundation. You see, this study looks at 16 different factors that affect kids' well-being, including education and health. It shows a big reason New Mexico dropped to last place is because the state is still struggling to recover from the recession, and more children are now living in poverty. New Mexico was 49th last year. It switched places with Mississippi to become the lowest ranked state. It is now week number 3 in the murder trial of a former Albuquerque police officer. Levi Chavez is facing first-degree murder charges, accused of killing his wife, Tara, and making it look like a suicide. However, Levi says she was depressed and killed herself. Last week, we heard from a number of people both Levi and Tara were having affairs with, including Albuquerque police officer Nick Wheeler. Today, his wife is expected to take the stand. Of course, we will be in the courtroom and let you know what happens. Now to the wildfire threat. The silver fire down in the Gila wilderness keeps on growing thanks to dry, windy weather. The fire grew about 20,000 acres just this weekend, and it has now scorched about 70,000 acres total. At the same time, it is just under 20% contained. More than 500 firefighters are battling the flames, and they think they've got the town of Kingston protected. They are now allowing people back to their homes there. And you know, with the silver fire and other fires still burning in New Mexico, there is still a serious fire threat. And a lot of folks are wondering what they are supposed to do, what will happen if they have pets and they need to evacuate. Well, Bernalillo County wants you to know it has you covered. In cases like the Los Conchas fire from 2 years ago, if you recall, many people refused to evacuate because they didn't want to leave their pets. Well, most shelters that are set up for evacuated residents and don't allow animals. That's why several agencies now in Bernalillo County have practiced what they would do for people with pets that happened over the weekend.
We don't want to make mistakes when it involves real people. So this becomes our first opportunity to practice and get it right, or even get it wrong, and then correct those mistakes.
Bernalillo County Animal Care Services says there is enough room for more than 100 animals at their building in southwest Albuquerque. They even have a grant that they're using the money to buy trailers to transport livestock. The county, however, is looking for some volunteers to help train to maintain an animal shelter in the event of an emergency. And that wraps it up for your Monday morning headlines. Be sure to catch Matt, Kristen, and myself every weekday morning on KRQE News 13 beginning at 4:30 a.m. All right, ladies, going to send it back to you.
Thanks, Elizabeth. Have a good week.
Thank you.